It's just two black brothers on the microphone. 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 You already know what the time is. I handle my biz. It ain't no sleeping on the job. Open up your eyelids. We back working on the craft, doing what we do best. Full court running the press. A couple of vets. By request, it's just two black brothers discussing everything under the sun. Victorious run, rushing for the touchdown. 2-point conversion. We not kicking. We philosophizing with pole politicking. The DJ, period, point blank. The choice ain't too difficult when we do what the mother folks can't. In the paint, we going hard, cause we gotta be. Draft pick, lottery, flow, sacred geometry. That's right, the people do so much talking. They closed their mouth when they had grown-ups talking. I showed up often doing more of the work. It's 4 eyes, now who you with? Well, spoiler alert, it's just two black brothers on the microphone. Getting live for the interview. It's just two black brothers on the microphone. They might teach you a thing or two. It's just two black brothers on the microphone. Tell them if your baby mom asks. It's just two black brothers on the microphone. With a motherfucking podcast.
Welcome back to Just Two Black Brothers. I'm Poe, my homie DJ Period. And we're live with Senior G. How you doing, bro?
Hey, again, just grateful my eyes open this morning, and any day above dirt out of it earns a good one, brothers. It's a pleasure and privilege to be here. Thank you for taking time and energy out of your days to have me and to do this platform you guys got going.
No doubt. How your day going so far?
I mean, well, it's productive. You know, like I said, we woke up, Creator gave us all the opportunity to do what we feel we're good at. You know, so it's going great. It's going great.
So you related to Tub Rob?
Yeah, that's my uncle through Rob Swinger. You know, it's part of one of the original 5 members of the Trackmasters before Tone and Pope left and went with Puffy. They produced Ain't No Half Steppin', Ill Street Blues, you know.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you know, from a production side of things, my Uncle Rob helped me out a lot, gave me some game. From a performance side of things, and how can I say, not necessarily cadence, but you know, to keep going, like, nah, you gotta come better than that. You know, that was Chubbs. You know, it was a video that I had did many moons ago that they both privileged their cameos for me, and he is a portion of the video where I'm like writing a rhyme, and he took the paper and he reads it and he crumbles it up and he throws it back at me like, you gotta be kidding me, you know. So you know, so that's what Chubbs was. And then, you know, my elder cousin Mikey D from Main Source, after Large Professor left, he was my first mentor lyrically. He helped me adapt structuring of my records, to formulate songs. You know, he kept it real simple. You know, I write my music in form of letters: entry, body, close. Simple. It's not rocket science or quantum physics. The chorus is the subject matter, and you write the letter to the chorus. The chorus is the recipient of the letter. So therefore it makes sense. There's fluidity throughout the record, you know, and you can tell it would make sense, especially from that mindset, because, you know, it's you guys look like it's safe for me to assume that you guys have been around long enough to appreciate the boom bap era, and back then it was just a sample and a break beat, so it was very easy to tell if someone was nice or not, because it just seems like now what has evolved further than the artist is the production, especially now since we're using DAWs now. A lot of these producers, they don't have the ear because they didn't go through the pain and suffering of double looping or trying to catch something on an SP1200 or MPC 60, or these guys, they're spoiled. But that's neither here nor there. Yeah, I'm related to some pioneers. I'm gratefully appreciative to all of their input. I still reach out to them from time to time for guidance, and just to say hi. We just got to call our folks sometimes just to say hi. Shoot them a text. You know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, I was on the phone with Swinger yesterday, just telling them, because I did a show Monday. I was in France and Canada on Monday, and I told him, I said, look, respectfully, I'd rather you hear it from me first, because you never know who's listening to these things or who's going to see it in real time or in the future. So I said, look, Unc, I'd rather you just hear it from me. I kind of threw you under the bus on the air. Not really, but I was asked, well, are there going to be any projects coming from you that's going to have, feature any of your family? Is your family going to be involved? And I'm like, well, you know what? It's funny that you asked that, because I've been trying to get a Swinger record for over a decade, for him either to co-produce it with me or just to produce it, and we were laughing about it, because we have that relationship. But to the outside world, outside looking in, that's very vague. Yeah, it can be perceived many different ways. Not that we care, because we know. But I'm just that type of person. Look, this is what I said, this is what it is, so you heard it from me, versus somebody else. And then how it goes, you tell one story, passes on, something gets added, taken away. Kind of like basic instructions before leaving Earth. We've all heard those bedtime stories, but can't nobody really verify any of it. It's all a belief system.
Yeah, it's faith, right?
Yeah.
You gotta have faith in things that you can't see or hear. Or touch.
Well, but you know what? I know I have faith things that I can feel. That I know is real. Energy is real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you on that. No, I think, because some people. A pastor was saying one day, he was like, man, so he said some people look at it as like some people put some stories together and just fed it to you, and then whoever is stuck with. That became the church, that became the religion, and no one has. And they always say history is a story of the winners. You don't ever hear about the losers in history, so it's kind of
his story. His story. Yeah, I used to get in trouble a lot as a kid. Teachers, it went against the facts I was presenting at such a young age, was going against the curriculum, and it's not that they could really do anything to me. I was a kid,
Right.
But
I think you always got everything. You can have somebody go against it, though. You feel like whether it's real or not, or whether it's true or not. So
absolutely, we're supposed to be able to challenge each other's intellects, to sharpen one another. We're supposed to be able to do that respectfully. It just seems like nowadays people are not listening; they're hearing, and it's not to understand; it's only to respond. People rather concern themselves about who's right versus what's right. And that applies to a lot, politics, whatever you could think of, all across the board. We need to just, accept each other's ideas, not necessarily agree with them, but just respect it, because I know there's the saying, some folks, respect is earned, not given. In some cases, okay, but for the most part, I just give the respect. I'm old school, life 101. Treat people how you would like to be treated. That's not something you should have to be taught. That's common sense.
I think that's me, but I think I'm the same way. But people, they frown upon that, But it's also like our community used to frown upon the dad who was always around his kids. It's like,
yeah,
dang,
look, you know what?
It is what it is, because
Yeah,
you
brother.
can't. It's always gonna be somebody that don't like something that you do, because they think, oh, you a square for that, or you a sucker, or like you could tell there's a group of people out there that you could tell them, I ain't never been to jail, and they'll probably look at you like, oh, this motherfucker, man, he ain't
I
this, he ain't
mean,
that, but
to each his own, right?
right, yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying? And in the instances that you just mentioned, you know, on the grand scheme of things, and nothing but trickle down effects of abuse, learned behaviors, all kinds of negativities that was forced upon us mentally, emotionally, physically, and then it became genetic and it's part of our now coding, our DNA.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this conversation can get real deep real quick, you know, however you guys want to take it, but I'm a guest here.
Yeah,
I
I
just,
feel you.
you know what I'm
Now you
saying?
got free.
I
You
said he
got
had
free.
4.1, man. He graduated with 4.1.
Yeah, hey, you got free reign with us. You know, if we don't know what you're talking about, we'll ask you.
Oh, okay. I appreciate that, but even still, I try, you know, throughout this portion of my journey, musically, you know, as an artist, because you know, I've mixed records for some folks, you know, I've produced records for some folks, so you know, but by the same time, it's like I now I'm more at the point for focused on the business side of things, and was able to, you know, put myself in a position where I could speak comfortable amongst whomever, no
I
matter
feel
what
you.
their levels in this industry, you know, is.
Yeah, I was.
Um
No, I feel I was gonna say something when you finished. Cause I was just reading something about you, about
mhm,
the beauty of hip hop,
mhm.
and what did that mean? What does that mean to you? What is the beauty of hip hop?
I mean, well, hip hop for what it was or what it's portrayed to be. You need to be specific.
So okay, the
Respectfully, I'm
contraction.
not being funny. I'm just, you know,
No. I understand. No, like now. Okay, let's talk about now. Hip hop currently in
this isn't
2021.
hip hop now. This isn't hip
Okay.
hop. It's rap. It's
Hmm.
rap slash hip hop. It's that slap in the face. Rap slash hip hop. You
Yeah,
know,
because
it's
we was talking.
another reason why New Age hip hop was created,
Hmm.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so that
Yeah,
there
we
could
just
be a clear separation.
yeah, I feel you on that one. Because we were just talking with the last guest about
Hmm.
hip hop classics. Like, have you heard anything within the last 3 years where you can see people playing that 20 years from now at weddings or bar mitzvahs or something like we were just talking about songs that
Did
people play now. You probably don't. There are probably none like that are being.
I mean, honestly, you know, I got to give credit when credit is due. So I could honestly say, because of the diversity of this young man's records, I would say Drake would be played 10 years from
Oh
now.
oh
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, definitely.
Cole,
You know,
J. Cole.
I would, um,
Kendrick.
J. Cole. I mean, I would say, yeah, I wouldn't say all of his music. You know, I would say that there would be some songs of his, um, some of his records. Not that I would know the titles of them. Maybe I should, but I don't. I'd rather just be straight up and honest about it.
Mm-hmm.
But him as an artist, I think respectfully, his music would be played either as the guy behind the mic or the guy behind the board, because we have similar um personality. I see some of my personality in that young king, and as a producer as well. So even if his lyrics wasn't played 10 years from now, I'm quite sure his production will be played 10 years from now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm quite confident in that, you know, as a producer myself, you know,
Right.
that understands sonic, you know, and tonality because I'm an engineer, you know, as well. I make people feel how I want them to feel. I'm the one controlling the hertz here.
I feel you on that one.
You know,
And what is your creative process? Are you creating things from things you went through, or you just know how to tap in with the people musically?
to be honest, I just stay true to myself. I'm a Capricorn and I was born on Christmas Day. I'm capricious, sudden change. I make my music based on how I feel, the energy. That's what I know is real. I don't have to see it. It's just like oxygen. Our eyes can't see it, but all of our lungs know it's there, right?
Yeah,
So it shouldn't be about color or anything. Maybe if we all just closed our eyes when we conduct our conversations, we can heighten our other senses, you know, since most of our pituitary glands are calcified from all this fluoride water we've been drinking our lives. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you on that one.
I tell it how it is. Others
I
tell it
got my
how it might
iPhone
be.
right now.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just you know, just think about it. You know, when we have these conversations, I said this less than 48 hours ago to DJ Immortal out, you know, shout out to Outlaw Radio out there in Ontario, Canada. You know,
Shout out to them.
I envy at times some people who are blind because their senses that you're practicing, that you're tuning into right now, Brother Poe, imagine that on a million.
Yeah, it sound like I got headphones on.
You know what I'm saying? Right.
Yeah, that shit hard.
You know what I mean? It's just little simple things that we can do to enlighten ourselves. Simple things. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what Senior G is about. Senior, strategically enhancing non-intelligent others righteously. Now,
Oh, that's what it stands for? Okay,
yes,
that's
sir.
dope.
But that's actually my name. Senior Garrett is my name. So Senior G, you know, the EE is just visual. You see it, but you don't say it. You see what I'm saying? It's art. I'm all over the place. I'm like, you know, stay tuned. It's like, you know, you just got to stay tuned with me because I'm all over the place, but there's so much that's making sense. It's like, I just got to listen to what this guy is saying.
Facts.
You know?
So with hip hop, rap, hip hop, whatever you want to label it, like what you think changed because it's still the same people that's in charge at the top. So what changed?
They're all workers though. They're workers too. Even they got somebody to answer to. Everybody and everyone, anything that roams this earth has someone or something to answer to. That's just what it is. They're workers, and I don't deal with the workers. I deal with the boss. That's a spiritual conversation, and I'm not sure that everyone that tunes in or taps into your platform is ready to be unplugged. A lot of people are comfortable with the lives that they're living. You know?
Yeah, but wouldn't one need to reach a certain level to see that within themselves though? Like you
yes
said, people,
and no. The answer to that question real quickly, yes and no. Yes and no, because everyone is different. Everyone interprets information differently. You know what I'm saying? And when I say that, that doesn't just apply to like how information is being transferred amongst us three here, but how it's going to be perceived to those that's listening and looking visually.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then the thought process of those individuals is different. And then they have the war within themselves, which is different, and how they interpret the information for themselves as themselves. This is so many different variables involved that I can respectfully quickly say yes and no. It depends upon the person. It depends upon their situation and time at that very moment. You know, these are things that I, you know, I think about.
No, yeah, because I feel like sometimes people have to live a lie at a certain point that they in life. You feel me? I think certain people have like it might not. You might not want to do that, or you might understand that you are doing that, but it's necessary for your existence or survival at the time. Is that something you would agree?
Yes. And honestly, I can say we all, us three here, are including us three here, we have all lived the lie. We got over Santa Claus, didn't we? We got over the Tooth Fairy, didn't we? Right. So then people can get over being on a spinning ball between 1,000 and 1,100 miles an hour. Okay.
Yeah, the church trying to take Easter Bunny from my kids. I say, no, y'all. I say, y'all doing too much, man. Like, because look, if the world put out for Easter is Easter eggs and candy and dyed eggs, let them kids enjoy that.
Look. To each his own. To each his own. I can't tell anyone necessarily what to do or how to raise their child.
True.
You know, unless they're part of my village. And that's different because it takes a village to raise one child.
I get you.
You know, but what we do over here, we're realists over here.
So ain't no Easter bunnies over there.
No, ain't no Easter bunny. Mommy and daddy is Santa Claus. Okay. Don't go in school. Don't go in school telling the truth, because you're gonna have your teachers who went and got their education confused for your intelligence. You know what I'm saying? I'm raising employers, not employees.
Oh, for real?
Feel you on that.
Okay.
Yeah, so you got that right.
So respectfully, there, you know, and just stop lying to these kids. We were lied to,
right?
And you know how we felt. We have to break the cycle.
Yeah,
evolve. I'm about evolution. Let's evolve. Who cares about any of that? What I care about is what these kids' talents are. Okay, let's focus on that. Let's expand on that. Why? Because knowledge is infinite. You can never stop learning. It doesn't have an age bracket to it. Just because I tell my kids that all the time. Just because I'm the adult and I was here before you does not mean that I cannot learn anything from you. Do not ever think that, and do not let anyone older than you ever tell you that.
Facts. Yeah, my 5-year-old,
you know
man,
what I'm saying?
My 5-year-old said something crazy. Because you know what it is? Like, you're right. They know stuff. They could teach you something. So his uncle don't go to church no more. So he know that. So he was asking his grandfather. He was like, you know, where's my uncle that don't go to church no more? Because that's my type of uncle. But he was saying, basically, my son was saying he don't like going to church. But he said it in a way where he was thoughtful. Like, look, I like the uncle that don't go to church. Where is he at? And everybody looked at it, was like, damn, this dude, he don't just talk like a 5-year-old.
Well, I mean, hey, maybe he sees. I mean, you gotta understand something. At 5, he still got 2 more years of pure innocence, according to that book, and that they're pure. So he sees things that we don't, because we've been distracted with life and everything else. So he's probably looking at it like, he acts different. I can relate to him a little bit more because the biggest sinners are the ones that's in church.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
Oh man, I done did this. Oh, don't worry about it. You just ask for forgiveness on Sunday and make sure you pay your tithes. It don't work that way. Come on,
and that's how people are too. It's like, let me just ask for forgiveness.
It's a lot of people like that.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people like that. And it's unfortunate that it's a lot of people that look like us that are like that. Okay, like and they getting got.
Yeah.
Now I tell it how it is. If you gonna talk about it, let's talk all the way about it. I don't sugarcoat nothing. Because these are the topics that needs to be spoken upon. I use these opportunities like this. Yeah, we could talk about the music, but respectfully, the music speaks for itself.
Man, that's like the realest shit
I want
ever
people.
right
I want people to know the person that's making the music. Because if you know the person, then it's going to be real easy to see, conceive, interpret, whatever other synonym that's out there that equals understand the records.
Yeah, facts.
Effortlessly.
Facts. I think what you said it struck me too just now, because I was thinking about how the church people felt, or what they were saying about Lil Nas X, about what he did with the thing with the video but it's like, dang, we've been taught in the church that if he who was out sin, cast the first stone or whatever, but they going in on Lil Nas X like he can't repent from that, but they repenting from cheating. They repenting from doing doing other things. So I'll ask how you think about what you felt about that.
I'm glad you asked that question, and this is going to be I'm going to use that as a segue for my response. Okay. Now, I didn't get the memo. The email, anything in my timeline, nothing. Not even from the Vatican. Okay. That, according to legend, right? The guy that's running the show here on this plane, right, was the captivator of all entertainment, music. Could nobody do what this guy could do? Nobody. Did he retire? No, I didn't get that memo. Did he pass the torch? Who's the predecessor? Huh? The people that's running the show? No. They're workers. Okay? What's going on now is nothing but trickle down rain droplets of what's been happening since the situation here started.
Right.
That's it. Okay? And in order to exist in this, there has to be a level of respect. And that's why I say I know energy exists. I know energy is real. So I believe you can establish a baseline of communication with anyone or anything. Doesn't matter how good or how bad or whatever anybody's interpretation of evil is, whatever that is. And then everything else in between that spectrum that's necessary in order for everything to have its balance, allegedly, because again, we can't prove any of this. I just know what I feel. I know what common sense is telling me based on this correlations. And I'm like, well, wait a minute, that kind of might have some type of truth to it. It might not be exactly like that, but it's something along those lines. We're all paraphrasing here, but again, that's what it is. That's what it is. Got everybody believing they on a spinning ball. It's about the law of reversal. Again, like I said, we just could go real left real quick and real deep. That's why I had to change my situation and say, when you listen to the record, just listen. I thank God that she gave me a gift. Because if this dude is in control, just trying to get everybody to focus on him, but going about it the wrong way, honestly, I think it's just wasted talent.
I feel like that, because I think I know you was getting that, because a lot of people say, well, and speaking like you, if he made everything and he did everything, how? And then you got people that would say, well, if he did everything and made everything, created everything, how did somebody in 2021 know how to create this thing that is only applies to something that's modern? Some would say he gave that person the wisdom to come up with that solution, and the knowledge to come up with that solution.
There you go. It says in that book, right? In somewhere, I don't know what passage exactly, that I always said my big brother, because I share the same day, so it's my birthright. I'm gonna run that into the ground. I'm the music industry's holy trinity: producer, engineer, MC. Respectfully, Now you got the physical guy here. It's not Judas. It's not the eclipse of Judas kissing Jesus, the son. We're not talking about that part. We're not talking about Jesus, the boat. We know about that. No, okay, now you got a guy here that's saying he's a little brother, you know, saying, like, look, check this out. I got it all up here. Instead of, you know, skin of bronze hair like wool, it's more like silk. It's only like wool when I need to wash and set. That's why I got underneath my fitted.
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm saying? Telling you, like, look, this is what it is. It's not rocket science. Look at what's happening around you. Look at what's happening around you. How much more Ratchet Monday TV do you need? DVRing do you need? Mobile devices do you need to distract you from what's going on around you? That's right there. If you're going to hide something from somebody, where do you put it, gentlemen?
In a book.
That's if you're going to hide it from a person of color. If you're going to hide it from anyone else, where do you put it? What's the saying go? How does the saying go? Where you put it? Right in front of their face. Right in front of their face. Huh? It's in front of everybody's face. It's right there. And then they make a mockery of it. See, we telling them and they don't even get it.
Hey, that's like at that George Floyd trial. The prosecutor said, "Don't worry about what no one else is saying. Believe what you are seeing on the video, because you got people that's gonna swing that thing any way they can, depending on what side of the fit." And I was telling Paul, I had a cousin, man. I had a cousin when the verdict was read, he was like, "Oh hell no, that cop is innocent. The guy was drugged up and doped up out of his mind." And I said, "Dang, you didn't watch the video?" He said, "I did watch the video, and that's what I saw." And I said, "I can't even get mad at him for that. He saw that."
I mean, the media controls. You know, some. I wish I could find the meme, but it's only a certain select few of executives from these companies that own media. You know, I invest into them myself. I wanted it to make myself aware, you know, like, you know what, I'm going to be a part of this, then I'm going to get my money this way. I don't need it up front like everybody else, because that's everybody that's doing the deals. Look at me. I need all this with the money.
Yeah.
You know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Blue notes with that broken promise of silver and gold, you know? And I'm like, these young kings just don't get it, you know. And whoever's around them that's older, you know, they're not setting good examples. I mean, guidance is guidance, you know. Even misguidance is still guidance. So, you know, I've said that myself. I don't get into names or situations, and here's why: because it's personally, for me, it's entertainment to see people expose themselves. Who you talking about? They know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Whoever starts talking about, well, you know, them. Why am I going to say your name for? No, you say it for me. Say mine. It's, you know, I wanted them to promote me. It's not going to be the other way around.
No, I feel.
You know,
I feel it.
you know what I'm saying. So, again, you know,
I guess I share, man. You know, it's funny though, because I got and sometimes I watch Ratchet TV.
Yeah.
And I call it like a guilty. It's like a little guilty pleasure. I take that back. What I'm watching now that I consider Ratchet is Tyler Perry. I was telling my father-in-law today about him. I was like, man, how he made all that money exploiting. It's like blaxploitation all over again to me, because it's like you doing all the black stereotypes, and the black people love it. They make you a billionaire, but I'm watching it, and I say all he try to find pretty black people who can't act, because he knows a visual thing too with the TV. Like if you see a big swole dude who women find attractive, you don't care if he can act, because he gonna take his shirt off and walk around doing his lines on the show.
and that's what's gonna bring him in.
Right, and the same with the women.
It works both ways. I mean, again, all right, morally, you're talking from a moral point of view. Morally,
Correct.
it's messed up. Business wise, all you're thinking about is money. Then that's smart. I'm an entrepreneur. However, I believe in righteousness. I believe in the energy that you put out into the universe is what comes back to you. I've had my lessons already. You know, I'm still continuing to learn lessons, except now those lessons that I'm learning now aren't as expensive as they were years ago. You know, and when I say expensive, I don't necessarily mean finances. I mean time, energy. Those are the two truest currencies that exist. Money hasn't existed since the beginning of time. Just time itself and our energies, our soul source. You know, so you have people in our profession as creatives. This is still entertainment. This is still a portion of that field. It's a subsidiary of it. Subsidiary, pardon, of it. You know, so it doesn't matter, you know, per se. You know, we still can collectively come together, get our thoughts out there, and whatever frequencies mesh, good. Whichever don't, buy, because we are the ones that are chosen. Think about it. How much, just living wise, forget what we do as creatives, just living wise, life wise, how the bragging rights that we have to say that we lived in 2 different millennial periods, just to say that. Okay, not too many people, we take so many things for granted. Little tiny things. I focus on the little tiny things because the little tiny things is what add up to the big things. When people start going to the big things, that's the distraction. Because then all the small stuff gets away from you. It escapes you, you know? And then once we become adults and then we have families or significant others, and then other distractions that are necessary in order to maintain, you know, and then uplift and elevate those scenarios, yet we lose focus in other areas that ultimately detaches us from recharging naturally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you was talking about investing. I think that it has some similarities to what you just said, because like me, like I'm investing in the small things and hoping they get big. But like some people who don't really know what they're doing, like my mom, she want to invest in Google.
I'll give y'all some free game, man.
Google, Apple.
I'll give y'all some free game. I'm gonna give y'all some free game, because learn from, teach one. That's how I was brought up. And whatever y'all make, it's not taking nothing from what I've been doing over the past 2 decades. I promise you. Okay. What you want to do is get you get you a notepad, notebook, because notepad's too small. You want get composition, dollar store notebook, right? Next time you go outside your crib, you know, just go run an errand or something with that notebook. And when you come back with that notebook and the pen, when you walk into your house, you're going to take a new look around your home. All right? Even though you live there, you could have been living there for years. Doesn't matter. I'm telling you now, you're going to, you two and everyone that's looking now and that's going to be looking, listening in the near and far future, you're going to take a new look around your house. Okay? You're going to write down the names, the products of which you've already been spending your money on. Okay? For everything. Soap that you use, toothpaste that you use. Okay? Your clothing, who's making it? Who's making your clothing? Okay, where do you get your gas at? All publicly traded. Okay.
Buy that.
All right. And then when you're making this list, you're going to cut that list in half, and then you're going to make another list. And on that side of the list, you're going to put the names of the products you've been buying that's in your home only because they've been familiar to you since your childhood. Because there's a lot of that in your house too. You've been programmed. And your family's been getting nothing back from it. That changes now with this conversation. Okay, it's that simple. It's not rocket science. It takes away your skepticism as far as where you put your money. I just told you, put your money where you've already been putting your money. Now you're getting something back from it every 90 days based on whatever the fiscal period is from when the company got started.
Yeah, I think Poe be doing that with his stock. Some of them he only invests in things that he purchased. He invests in those companies.
Yeah, absolutely. Invest in communications. That's what I did. That's what I did in this iHeart, Intercom. I could keep going. There's nobody in radio that's a somebody over the last 25 to 30 years that doesn't already work for me. Okay. Program directors, radio personalities. Thank you all for continuing to come to work. I appreciate you.
That's some cold shit right there.
That's some real. You know,
the shareholders. That's what they be talking about.
Yeah. I've been groomed since childhood. To be an entrepreneur. You know, your mentality is different when you're making money in your sleep. You know, I don't work for anybody other than my reflection and then my family, because if I can't take care of myself, I can't take care of no one else. Mentally or emotionally, nothing. So you got to be selfish to that extent.
Definitely. And I was also reading your bio. I was going to ask you, you said they taught you the fundamental basis of being a real MC. Oh, D taught you that.
Yeah, Mikey D. Yeah, because I was confused. You know,
what you thought MC was?
A rapper. I thought a rapper and MC was the same thing until it was explained to me very young. No. Rappers are rappers. The MC is a master of ceremonies. There is a difference. You know, so I am a master of ceremonies. You know, I have a vocabulary. I don't have to use bridge words in order to get my thoughts across, even if I'm feeling some type of negative aggression in that moment lyrically. Like Rakim said in the interview many moons ago, there's another word out there. You know, all you gotta do is find it, search for it. It's there. It exists.
I think that's why they say people use a lot of curse words, because they can't find better adjectives or better things to describe.
Well, I'm not being funny, but let's look at the numbers, because people lie, numbers don't. Fair?
Fair.
Is that fair to say? Well, what's the rate of a lot of these individuals that just came up out of nowhere overnight graduating? A lot of them have more longer rap sheets than Manute Bol. Right. You know, and these could be my kids, because I got adult children and small children. You know, True. So that's where the issue is. You know, like I had it. If you go to my Spotify page, one of the pictures on there is a meme up there, something like that. They had said Samuel Jackson had said that he posted on Twitter. I don't know how true it is. It could have been Photoshop, but you know, I didn't remember anything about being posted about him not saying that. So you know, I'm kind of led to believe that he did say it. Something along the lines of you know, if we paid, you know, these teachers more and these mumble rappers less, you know, you'd have smarter kids and less crappy music. Right? Does that make sense? That makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know?
I was watching I don't be on TikTok, but I was watching somebody had made a TikTok video about it was a TikTok on how you talk how you talk watching TikTok all day. So dude would just walk through his house, riding in my whip. What's that dang song everybody's playing where they doing that day? He said if you watch TikTok all he said he watched TikTok all day. He talked like that there all day. He like riding in my new whip. Not just and
you know, at some point, this is why I say it takes a village to raise one child. And some of these young parents from like Generation X and then, you know, early 90s babies that had kids early, you know, the issue with that was a lot of them, like it or not, myself included, because I couldn't even vote when I had my first child. I couldn't even sign his birth certificate by myself.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we were children doing adult activities. Let's just keep it a million. You know what I'm saying? But not taking anything from you two gentlemen. I'm only speaking for myself. And anyone listening, anyone, you know, I'm not taking anything from y'all. But I was just brought up, you know, to handle your business. You know, if you're gonna do something, do it all the way. Don't half step it. You know what I'm saying? So if I partaked in adult activities when it came down to the adult responsibility, I handled my adult responsibility. A lot of the other individuals that I grew up with or that came after, they reverted back to being children when the adult responsibility came, and the responsibility was passed off to the grandparents. That's why a lot of these children call their grandparents mom and dad and their parents by their first names.
Facts. I think that's what happened to me. I got a girl pregnant at 18, and I had to think of something quick, man. I joined the military.
Look, but at least you took the initiative to have a moment of clarity, and at that moment you thought that was the right thing to do, and that was the path you chose. At least you took accountability,
right,
and responsibility. You got these individuals now that they don't want to take responsibility and accountability for their own actions in their personal life, in their music life. Like, come on.
Hey, shout out Street the Villain. He just said it was 19 for him, and he stopped selling weed. But I guess everybody got their moment. They coming to life moment where it's like, I can't continue down this path if I want to be somebody. I try to teach my sisters that right now. I got a little brother that's locked up. I try to teach them that because, like, the thing is, you gotta at some point look at yourself and be like, I'm gonna be responsible for me for the rest of my life. Like, I can't continue doing what someone else did, and that's how I was for me growing up. Because, like, everybody in my family sold drugs, went to jail, and I had to be the one that say, I ain't doing that shit because I know I can't survive in jail. I might get shot trying to sell somebody some shit. So,
Look, brother. I'm glad you said that, because now I'm gonna use that statement as a segue into this. What you just said not only applies to your situation. I have similar instances in my family. I think all families of color have something like that along their lines, and I mean, that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to anything else, such as racism, prejudicism, any of those things, at what point does it become the choice to continue to be that? Because I would like to know. I really would like to know, when does it become the choice for people to continue to be that way? Because nobody's born that way. Just like all the craziness that's going on in the world now, it wasn't going on back then because the technology wasn't released to us yet. It wasn't given to us like, let them use arrows and spears for now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, but you make a good point. Like, what point do it come? That's that's your choice now. And are you saying, and you stuck in it at that point, or you just can't get out of it?
You're choosing to do you're choosing to be asinine. It's a choice
I
now.
I don't think they see, like, if you got a dude who dabble in selling drugs and then he become the man, he ain't thinking about I'm making asinine decisions. If he, I almost say it's almost like a cop. If you was a dude who was getting bullied and picked on all your life, and now you become a cop and you choose to be the wrong type of cop, and like we always say on here is, I think cops that are white and maybe if your only instance and your only interaction with people of color is in the capacity of your job, your mind is already going to be programmed to be thinking every time I see one of them, they up to no good. Because every time the only interaction I've ever had with them in my whole life was as a cop, and I've always had to arrest them. I always stop them for something. So how could you turn that off as just like a regular human? Outside of the shield and the badge, can you turn that off and be like, well, that black person might not be bad, but shit, every time I do see him, I'm arresting them for something or doing this. I think those type of people shouldn't be on the force. Just like I think the people who continue selling drugs, because I think people started as a way to make some money quick.
Yeah.
I
can get with that.
Yeah,
what you're saying.
But I don't know. I don't know. I don't think at that point where they balling. Like if you balling, like a El Chapo, you think he ever thought he was doing something bad, or you think he might at the back of his mind was like, damn, I shouldn't be doing this. Like have you watched Snowfall?
Yeah, I remember when Snowfall first started. You know,
did you think Franklin felt bad?
Yeah. Obvious, yeah. But you know what? That's where the crossroad is. I know I can stop, but do I want to give up everything? The power, the money, the girls, the car? Nah. At that point now, then you get in. Then no, because this is what happens. This is what happens. This happens to the best of them. And it's like, I could, but no, I'm not doing that because now they become comfortable, content, and complacent. Then they get real good at it. Then they become heartless, cold. You know,
because I know Franklin.
It's a choice for everyone. It's a choice.
I know Franklin seeing old girl get on rock hurt, man, but he couldn't even stop at that point. You seeing your best friend, a girl who y'all like each other or love each other, she get hooked. I know it hurt, but he still got to keep that thing going.
I mean, I haven't kept up.
Oh, okay. So I was thinking like if you the man on the block and your mama on crack, and you still can't stop, is there's no hope for you?
No, because at that point, through action, it's very clear how you truly feel. Words don't mean anything. It's the actions.
Yeah,
it's the actions. You know, because we could talk about words all that, yeah, but that wasn't our original language. Our original language was tones, frequencies, actions. So it's a choice, even for the best of them. Like even Cat Williams said it. You know, you can't be gangster 24/7. You can't be a killer 24/7. You know, and even the guy running the show down, and you think he don't take a break? That's why he got rogue employees. He's got workers running the show, and I just think that some of them doing some stuff that he ain't. Yeah,
everything needs a vessel. So, because they can't be everywhere at the same. Some of them can't be at the same place every time. So you got
no. They need helpers, but here's the thing. It's abuse of power. It's like when you get promoted. It's like anything else. Everything's a business. Everything's a company. You got the person that's working. Oh, okay. Then they get the supervisor. Congratulations. Yeah, all right, blah. Week later, son. And then, you can't come in late anymore like that, man. Bro, what you talking about? I've been coming in late every day. It's only 2 minutes. I've been coming in here late every day for the past 2 years, bro. You get promoted to supervisor 2 weeks, and now you telling me I can't come in here late no more?
We used to go through that as Marines.
But I'm just saying, I'm paraphrasing, being funny, but that's what it is. And then when it goes up, and you know where it comes? It comes from upstairs, and then poop rolls downhill.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Right?
Definitely.
Right? To the people that if it wasn't for them coming into work every day, the people upstairs wouldn't have jobs to do. Period.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why, you know, I always thank everybody for coming into work today. You know, because I know their situations. I know that the people that they answer to that also work for me don't appreciate them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're not. I just think, you know, if we just appreciated people and each other more and realize, like, wow, we actually help one another and take care of each other a little more than we would even like to realize.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Do you think so you think and going back to the choices, the topic, you think the mumble rappers are it's a choice for them to or do you think they know, like, I'm probably not representing, well, I don't know, because like I said, I like some of it and some of it I don't like.
You like the production. You like the production.
I like nod my head to it, but if I had to break down the lyrics, I'd probably have some trouble doing that. But
no. Let's Google. Let's take one of these songs that you like, and I'll Google the lyrics and let's read it.
Google the lyrics.
Yeah, let's talk about it because
we paid my little baby. We paid my little baby. That's my joint because the beat hard. But
what is this young man saying? Hold on, what's the name?
We paid by Lil Baby. Yeah, we could ride the show out to the breaking down these song lyrics.
Yeah, we paid.
Lil Baby featuring 42 Doug.
We paid.
That's my little. I like 42 Doug too.
Lil Baby lyrics. No, it already popped up. Okay. Can't be effed with four pockets, huh? Section 8 just straight cooking this mucker up. Before I go broke like Jock.
Oh, they did this in Young Jock?
He said before I go broke like Jock. I make them dogs like Vic.
I'm not making this up. I'm reading it.
Uber car. That's why.
And I'm editing myself.
Yeah, edit out the curse words. I know.
You know what I'm saying? Because I have children that listen to me. You know,
yeah,
so
definitely.
Says fork. Fork with the dog like Vic. Roof. Not that rock, that pit. Palm angels down to my sock. Can't hold my Glock. Reason I don't really like that ish. It ninja. I don't. Young turn ninja. Can't wife no itch at all. Excuse my French. Don't like no itch. Nope. Limo tinted. All 5 of my cars. Yeah, I had it hard. Seen my itch broke bad. I ain't had a hard skirt. Yeah, this two-tone AP. Yeah, I bust. Got her head from her. What?
Hey.
And it's probably, you know what? And the sad part is, this is probably a hit record.
It is.
And yeah, and you know what? It can have the hardest beat in the world. Yeah. But this is what I have to say to that young king there. I'm a father, and I was a father a lot longer than he's been. Okay. Mm-hmm. When his seed that's of the opposite sex than him gets a little older, okay, and she catches whim to what her father's been saying, because that's the first man that she's going to fall in love with. He's going to be the example that she looks for in a mate. So if her own daddy is saying these things, it's going to be acceptable for her to be treated as such. When in real life, when her heart gets broken and then she comes back, Daddy, what? Oh, my baby gangster. She seen me since before the age of 2. and he go to that level, can he really go to that level, or does he need to take a look in the mirror?
Yeah.
See, I think that far down the road. I don't, you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We as creatives have to take a little more. And he's no hate to that young king,
Right.
but you brought him up as the example, and I'm just saying what it is.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a harsh truth. It's something that he has to walk in. We're just watching him walk. I just believe as elders in life and as creatives, we, when given the opportunity to reach out to some of these individuals and be like, yo, hey, look, you're going to do whatever you're going to do, but I'm obligated as your elder to give you this information. At least clear my conscience. Then what he decides to do after that, or anyone else like him decides to do after that, is on them. Because I bought plenty of horses to water and people to doors in my lifetime. You can't make them drink, and I don't turn the knobs. It's up to them. So regardless of anything that we can say, topic or subject matter, it all boils down to a choice or series of choices that are either made or not made. And what we see now are the end results and combinations of different variables, such as less than 51% of creative control, their situation. You're a puppet. You got to do what you're told. You want that check. You want that image. You want to portray to the world, this is what it is. Well, this is what you're going to do. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you. And if you don't do it, we're going to ruin your life, just like what we've seen.
Definitely.
That's just what it is. So I took the time to learn the business. Like I said, I've had lessons, but now it's different. I can have these conversations, speak with confidence, and say, look, nobody, no matter how much money they have or don't have in their bank accounts in any industry, is going to try and play me. Because one, I'm not going to tolerate disrespect from anybody that I can give a job to or that already works for me. Right. Period.
Right. I feel you. Look, bro, we press for time. What we gonna do? We're gonna play the Just Listen track, and we're gonna ride it out with your shout outs and some final words of wisdom for the people. Is that cool with you?
Hey, no, hey, look, again, I appreciate the time and energy that you guys gave me and allowing me to have an open conversation with you guys. Thank you. Right. Yes, Just Listen is available on all major platforms. As far as Senior G is concerned, I'm very Googleable. Just go to Google, type in senior like your last year in high school or college, hit your space bar, GEE, return key, and everything you need to know is right there.
Facts. All right, let's get it. Just Listen. Y'all listening to it right now exclusively on the Just Two Black Brothers podcast. And on behalf of me and Poe Politic, and we want to thank you again, Senior G, for coming through and giving us the game. And let's get the track. Let's play. Let's go. Let's do it. I gotcha.
GSP mixing.
Yeah, senior. Once again, G-Strings Productions, CEO representative, Bishop, come on, shit. I thank God that she gave me a gift, just listen. Yeah, one more time for him, son. I thank God that she gave me a gift, just listen. Yo, real MCs can go straight through. I said seniors that ninja, G-strings the team. South side's the hood and the ball's Queens. I'm a legacy, spreading like a virus, kid. Crushing ninjas path left and right like I was Iverson. I got the choices to succeed in this industry: producer, mixing engineer, or an MC. The holy trinity, y'all people can't get rid of me. Not trying to hit me, G, you sounding real silly, B. Physical trilogies, trying to test my abilities. Y'all must be kidding me, about to give me a realty. Cop strings, some jewelry. All these haters be grilling me, cause the girl be feeling me. So I just really be playing the cut, crushing it tough, rolling the clutch, bumping beats. Put up, you talk ninjas is a rolling you. When you see me in the streets, just grind your teeth like pit bulls. I thank God that she gave me a gift. The worst thing you could be is a snitch, chasing on dreams, thinking you gon' get rich, but deep down inside, you know your whole style's itch. Playing the block the way you live in is strife. I'm only here trying to make things right. I woke up and I owe it to life. You live once, stop thinking it's twice. Some people think what he's saying is garbage. He's like, it makes sense and I sounded retarded. So pardon Marvin the Martian, these ninjas giving me problems. I'm only starving for knowledge. Museums, libraries, college. I graduated with honors at the top of my class, 4.1 GPA. These ninjas is bad. I'm like, these ninjas is sad. You can do the same thing, but you better hurry up, cause technology's always changing. Patiently waiting for a chance to show them that I'm not playing. See us here, that's that. Anticipation, the hatred is basic. Y'all living in the matrix. I'm rap's replacement. It's so amazing. New age hip hop's here now. Y'all gon' fear now. Bet you get it here now. Go ahead, check my profile. You gon' say real wow. I'm already on with the sense of getting a deal now. I thank God that she gave me a gift. The worst thing you could be is a snitch, chasing on dreams, thinking you gon' get rich, but deep down inside, you know your whole style's itch. Playing the block the way you living is strife. I'm only here trying to make things right. Yeah, I woke up and I owe it to life. You live once, stop thinking it's twice. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the First Amendment. Freedom of speech, press, and religion, which means freedom for the people to peacefully assemble and petition government. Shit, we can give them the pink slip. I'm exercising my rights. Y'all don't want it tonight. I'm about to meet my shorty, then go get right. Suggest you do the same, man. You talking strange, man. Better chill out before you end up on the pavement. Bloody jaw. You want some more? I got that kung fu you ninjas never seen before. I'm too physical, too lyrical, too spiritual, been gifted since the umbilical. I thank God that she gave me a gift. The worst thing you could be is a snitch, chasing on dreams, thinking you gon' get rich, but deep down inside, you know your whole style's itch. Playing the block the way you living is strife. I'm only here trying to make things right. I woke up and I owe it to life. You live once, stop thinking it's twice. One more time for him. I thank God that she gave me a gift. The worst thing you can be is a snitch, chasing on dreams, thinking you gon' get rich, but deep down inside, you know your whole style's itch. Playing the block the way you living is strife. I'm only here trying to make things right. I woke up and I owe it to life. You live once, stop thinking it's twice. Alright? Whew.
Yeah, that's a banger right there.
Man, thank you. You know, because I know I've gotten mixed emotions about the record. You know, especially sonically. You know, is we compressed it for a lot of reasons. You know, sonically to get people to be like, what, huh? Because it's different. I want to try to unplug people from all aspects of the spell music that's been casted upon them the last decade. And
No,
then
yeah,
some.
you did it with that one. I like it. It was almost like listening to like a gospel rap album, because they don't say no curse words and nothing like that. But you know, a lot of people. But I like gospel rap though, so that's a compliment for me. But
Yeah.
I think it's
No,
so
I
good.
appreciate it. I appreciate the facetiousness in it. You gotta have some humor, brother.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
I know it's all good, brother. You know, I mean, like the original. I know we short on time, so I'll be real quick about it. The original version of the record, you know, it still had profanity in it. You know, new age hip hop was still young. I was still young. New age hip hop has been out over a decade. over 2 decades actually. It's 21. I just posted
Yeah.
something on IG just to let people know, like, I've been doing this and I can show you better. I could tell you I found something on Spotify, my old promo they putting out, they streaming on Spotify from '05. It says that on Spotify, non-photoshopped,
Yeah.
you know. And with the jewels that Cameron was that he dropped on Drink Champs about the statute of limitations on the records, you know, and how we could just go re-record it. And if you had samples, just pay for the sample and just re-record the record so that you can own your own masters, artists. Okay. Go re-record those records. Get your publishing back. Retake your stuff back. Not just new art, old artists. You still got the energy. You're still waking up every day and you still good at what you do. Go back in there and redo it. People
Facts.
still love it.
Facts.
You know.
We had Supreme Echo in the chat. He said the song was fire too.
Thank you, brother. You know, I appreciate it. Tell a friend to tell a friend, you know.
Definitely.
But even if you didn't, I'm just grateful it was one person. One person at a time for me is all it takes. That's all I care about. I don't, you know, the masses will come eventually. I focus on the small things, which is one person at a time that I could speak to and say, hey, look, you know, you got any ideas? Is there anything? Because I'm pretty much a shop steward. You know, I'm very comfortable speaking about whatever, you know, the things that need to be spoken about. And us as creatives, we have the ability to do so. You know, I'm not scared of no one or nothing except God of all, which is Mother Nature.
Right. I ain't gonna read the last comment because we are short on time. Somebody said you threw a shot at 6ix9ine. That's the worst thing you could be as a snitch. But Poe Politicking, man, you got anything for Senior G before we ride out?
I'm good. Nice talking to you, bro.
All right, brother Poe. All right. Again, thank you guys for having me. And if you guys need any drops done or anything along those lines, announcements, anything for your show, anything you guys got going on, just let me know. Reach out to me.
Come back and talk to us too.
Yeah, I mean, look. Yeah, we could do that. We could do that. I just make sure I express this to everyone because without you, shout out to MJ, Hip Hop Connects. Without you guys, none of this would have been possible. So this is me giving back. You know, I own a professional facility. As you can see, I'm in one of them now. You know, and I'm an engineer. There is no excuse. I just need the script or whatever the guideline it is. I'm able to improv and I can make it happen. And that's for anyone else that's here in the show or in the future. You have a station, you starting a station or anything, you need drops done, just get at me. Let me know. You know, one hand washes the other, they both wash the face. It takes a village. No one has done anything great in this life has done it alone. They have all had help from someone or something. And I thank you too for your help.
Definitely. One love, brother.
All right.
All right, yo, we out.
Peace.